reptilian herds! We're gonna be picking up a massive chameleon import today, and the package has just landed. Let's get to it. Wait, what the fuck?
I don't want to do it!
Alright guys, I'm super excited for this. This fry bar checks out. Oh my god, guys. Dude, you guys gotta check this out. Dude, it's so colorful, like, dude. Okay, so right here, we got an Rgb Panther chameleon. And look at that pink onto it, it's so freaking beautiful. And then if you look at the crest right here, look at that like lovely sea blue crest right here. So he's a little fierce right now because he just got out of the bag.
Shame! Did you start opening this box without me?
Yeah, you caught me, dude. Alright, and what's really special about the Rgb locality is that the males are actually pink, and none of the other locales that do that. When it comes to Panther chameleons, it's usually all the females have this pink look. So with the males, we actually consider this locale the pink panther. Alright, and then we have Darcy over here opening up another bag.
We have a male Sambava panther chameleon. It's a beautiful locale. Here he is. They're green with red bar at rest, but they fire up a bright yellow. Oh, look right behind his leg.
Ooh, yeah, I like it. It's pretty. Ooh, he's firing up now.
Yeah, he fires up a bright yellow body with red bars.
Freaking love it.
A sub-adult male.
Oh my gosh, you guys are gonna love this one. What a beautiful girl. It's a type of elephant ear chameleon, and she's absolutely gorgeous.
Oh my god, dude, she really is, dude. It looks like she's wearing makeup. Look at her eyelids.
This is a Malthae chameleon, Kaluma Malthae. Same family as a Parson's chameleon, but obviously very different in structure. These guys are very closely related to the Brevi, which is the elephant-eared chameleon. This is a type of elephant-eared chameleon. A very beautiful species. They use their flaps to communicate between other males and other females to almost get what they want, whether it be to mate or to fend off a predator or to bask and heat up. Incredible little flaps on their ears. Wow.
We have a male Malthae here. They also have flaps behind their ears, but they have this beautiful rostrum right here. Beautiful
Wow.
hues of green.
It's like the complete opposite color of the female. I freaking love it.
Very cute.
Looks like there's
very
moss on
docile right now.
Oh my gosh. So we have another type of elephant-eared chameleon, as you can see. Almost the same exact body structure, but completely different size, different tail length. Look at the size of that tail, and look at these flaps. This is a male Brevi, also known as the elephant-eared chameleon. One of our favorites here at the West Coast Chameleon Brothers.
And we have a female of the same type. Well, if she wants to come out. They look so different. She kind of looks like a female Parsons if a female Parsons had flaps, but they have flaps behind their ears. Very interesting head structure.
No, you don't even know. No. Look at mine compared to yours. Mine is way bigger.
What is it?
Oh my god, this is an Oustalet chameleon. This is one of the biggest species of chameleon in the world. Right up there with the Parsons chameleon and the Mellors. Top 3. Look at the size of these things. Fusifer Oustalet. These guys are related to Panther chameleons. You can see they're kind of similar, but very, very, very different. Look at the size of these things.
Jesus, that thing is huge.
These are the largest ones I've ever seen, and I believe these are 2 males. Let me check the tail on this guy, see if he's got a little pee-pee. Yep, he does got the pee-pee. Oh. These are 2 males right here. Look at that. He's changing his colors right now, displaying a please stay away display. I'm not happy right now. And now we're moving on to the smaller species.
We have a pair of carpets. I have a female. The females of the species are I think, way more beautiful in coloration.
Gorgeous. Look at that
A work of
purple on
art,
her.
honestly.
Absolutely.
You can see oranges on her. She looks like she's been a little dashed in like oranges and stuff. I love it.
Yeah, and they fire up and down a lot. Like those purples will get darker,
I'm
brighter.
gonna give a little credit to this
To the
male,
male.
though. He's got some color too, but absolutely not anything compared to the female carpet chameleon. Holy smokes! Look at these blue noses. Check out the patterns and the colors on this female here.
We'll bring it out. Bring it out.
Bring it out. Oh man, they look so fragile. The blue-nosed chameleon, related to the Parson's chameleon. They are in the same family, Kaluma, however you pronounce it. These guys are a dwarf species of chameleon. They have a really, really cute flap-like nose on the front. They have really crazy colors.
I mean, like, yeah, look at that blue on it, dude. It looks like some blue war paint on it.
Exactly.
So beautiful.
And guess what? This is full grown.
Jesus.
Yep.
That's like the size of electric blue day gecko. And then this is a pygmy leaf chameleon. This is like one of the world's smallest chameleons. Look how puny that thing is. I love the cute little horns on it.
And now on to the big boys. Holy moly. Wow, incredible. This is called the Bifidus chameleon, Fucifer bifidus. Similar to the Fisher's chameleon. As you can see, the female actually resembles female Fisher's chameleon.
They do look good.
Great specimens.
And they're
And this is a Fucifer angeli. Very, very rare in the States. These have very seldomly been imported into America, and we are some of the few people that are actually able to work with this amazing species. They're like a small panther chameleon with an awesome rostrum. So cool.
And all right, now here comes the best part of it all. Can I get a drum roll, please?
Let's do it.
And here we have some of the world's heaviest chameleons. These are the Parson's chameleons right here. This is a female orange-eyed Parson's chameleon, and she is big. I love the blue, I love the green on her and the yellow patterns on the side. She's so lovely looking. And if you feel right here, she actually is gravid with eggs right now. It's so freaking cool.
Incredible. And right here we have a yellow giant Parson's chameleon. This is a male. You can see by the big rostrum right here on the head. The yellow giants are known to be one of the biggest types of Parson chameleons. The Parson chameleon as a species is the largest. It is one of the heaviest and largest chameleons in the world. And here's an incredible example of that.
I mean, he's massive. Look at him. Like, I bet you with his whole tail out, he'd be pretty close to being the length of your arm.
I bet you too.
Jesus. And this one that makes his female look like a little midget.
He is the length of my arm. I think he's longer. He's longer. Look. He's longer. He's longer than my arm.
So big.
I knew this existed.
You can even really feel the weight of these chameleons right here with just how big they are.
Yep.
Gosh, they're freaking beautiful.
I like to look at these guys as like the tree whales. The whales of the trees, you know?
Yeah.
I call them tree whales because they're slow and moving. They're slow moving, but they also are like it looks like they are always thinking, thinking deep.
Yeah, and if you guys didn't know, Parson's chameleons are actually considered the holy grail when it comes to the chameleon hobby.
Yep. Absolutely.
Alright guys, so now we're actually done unboxing the reptiles, and like, this was a really cool experience for me, as like, I've never dealt with the import before. So I gotta ask you, Mitch, like, what's the first thing you do with imports?
Well, the first thing we do with imports is we prepare. We prep for these kind of overwhelming experiences, getting these awesome and beautiful creatures in. We make sure that we have all the cages and all of their setups ready for them, all depending on what species they are. A big Parson's chameleon, a big cage, a small pygmy chameleon, a small cage, etc., etc. And then we get our station ready where we unbox and set up and give nutrients and vitamins and minerals to the animals as we unbox them. And on top of that, we make sure we have our our station ready with gloves and hand sanitizer, so that we're always staying clean and sterile when we're working with the different species.
So why gloves though? I gotta know that.
So we like to use gloves because these animals are from the wild, and in the wild you don't really know what could be out there. There could be bacteria, fungus, parasites. Yeah, and it's just good to you know, stay clean and safe with all these animals. Chameleons are fragile and sensitive creatures, so it's just good to stay on top of you know, making sure that you're not spreading any bacteria or anything while you're working with these new awesome animals.
And man, I see you have like just a wall of enclosures here. So like when you set up your like imports over here, how do you go about it? Like I do see like all these plants in here and branches.
Yeah, of course. Well, like I was saying, depending on the species, every species comes from a different region. They require a different setup. Some need more leaves, some need less leaves, some need more tree cover. Some like it to be very, very leafy so that they can hide and not be seen. Some just like to have a big basking area. It all just depends. We set them up and get them ready in their own ways. That way every single chameleon is ready to thrive in captivity.
Yeah, okay, and then I got a question, like, over here, like, right now it's shady, but I'm wondering, like, the sunlight, is it, like, too harsh for them ever? Like, do you ever have to worry about, like, sunlight being directly on these chameleons, keeping them outdoor?
During the summer, you know, it gets very hot in Southern California. We like to lay shade cloth out here. We just finished unboxing and working with all these guys, and it got shady, so there's no reason to put it on now. We will be putting it on tomorrow, and yeah, we like to cover about half the cage, so the chameleons have the ability to go into a completely shaded region or in their basket.
Yeah, and like, okay, so I know like imports, like from what I hear, they can become in a little rough, you know, because they've been traveling for a little bit. So like, how do you go about like watering and feeding?
Watering them as much as you can, as best as you can, right when you get them in. That's the main thing with these wild-caught animals. You know, they have just gone through some stress, and hydration is one of the biggest things that chameleons need. So watering them a lot when we first get them in with reverse osmosis or filtered water, and feeding them immediately is what we like to do to ensure that these chameleons thrive in captivity.
Yeah, definitely, dude. And like, so with watering, do you like just kind of like have a sprinkler going or a hose? Like, do you mind if I ask about that?
No, I mean, it's fine. So some of our chameleon areas here, we have misting systems. Some of our areas, we use a hose that's connected to a filter, and that usually tends to do a really good job. We sometimes like to leave it on to kind of insinuate rain, and the chameleon just love drinking right away. It's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, I saw some of them drinking earlier.
Yeah.
Man, they were thirsty.
Thirsty.
And I got a question, like, I saw you, like, putting a little bit of minerals in, like, some food, or, like, can you tell me more about that minerals?
Yeah, so, it's kind of like my little trick that I've learned over time working with these wild animals. I like to kind of give them a little immune booster and to give them a little substance in their stomach when they first get here, because sometimes they don't always want to eat right away. So, I give them a little minerals and some bee pollen and a little water and a little syringe full in their mouth, and it goes really far with these guys.
So I know you like really like to beef them up and stuff, and like how long do you actually like keep these guys for? Like how long do you acclimate them before you find them new homes?
It depends on the species, but kind of the general is about 3 weeks. 3 weeks to a month on the animal. So we can make sure that the animal is healthy, that it's parasite free, and that we're not going to have any problems in the future with the customer.
All right, and I totally gotta ask you, Mitch, like, so what is like the biggest challenges of importing? Like, I just gotta know, because like working with like wild caught species and stuff, like, please tell me.
Oh, look at this guy really quickly. He's so green right now. Holy
Dude,
smokes.
he's looking so nice.
Had to interrupt it. It might be a girl. It's a girl, actually.
Yeah.
Wow. That is a female green carpet chameleon. But let's get back to it. That's some of the best parts of the import is when we get to see some crazy awesome chameleons like that and the colors.
Dude, yeah, I totally agree. Like, dude, seeing like the Parsons for my first time and seeing the Ankarami local Panther chameleons, like, dude, you got some really beautiful animals in today, and like the majority of them really look good. So I feel like you're not gonna have a hard time like acclimating the majority of them with your experience and like keeping imported reptiles and working with them. But like, still, I gotta know, what is the challenges though?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good about this import. So yeah, thanks for bringing that up. But the challenges is when a chameleon kind of potentially can get greatly affected by the stress of the shipment, or it got a lot of parasites while it was growing up in the wild, And that combination, when they come in, sometimes can be lethal. So making sure that we rid the body of these things and make sure that the animal survives is kind of like the most stressful thing here. Dealing with chameleons is not easy, even if they're captive bred. Dealing with wild-caught chameleons can be even harder. But you know, I've put a lot of work into learning how to do this properly. I've been doing this for a long time, and you know, over the years, I've been able to pick really good guys to work with and bring really good animals in.
Yeah, and so like also like a lot of people like will actually use like these wild-caught like animals and help diversify the bloodlines in captivity. Because I know if we keep using the same bloodlines over and over again, we're gonna have like genetic issues with breeding, and that's gonna harm all the pets in the hobby, and nobody wants like unhealthy animals. So it's actually really important, guys, to actually get some wild-caught species here and there and freshen up the bloodlines for our captive bred pets.
Absolutely, I forgot to touch up on that. You see a lot of like seasoned breeders that have been breeding for 15-20 years that have not been able to have access to wild-caught chameleons, see that they have some genetic issues with their stuff, and now you see those people getting these wild-caught chameleons. You know, it's like a fine line and like a balance. You know, we bring in what we can handle, we work with these as best as we can, and we make sure that they thrive and are ready to have successful lives in America.
Alright guys, and that's the video for the unboxing of the Madagascar import, how to go about acclimating wild-caught import. And I want to say thank you so much, Mitch, for giving me this awesome experience, seeing these amazing chameleons, and I hope you guys enjoyed it too. And if you guys learned something new today or enjoyed this video, then make sure to boop that like button. And if you guys are also interested in adding some new bloodlines to your chameleon projects, then hit up Mitch from West Coast Chameleon Brothers, and I'll link some links down in the description. And also, he does have beautiful captive bred panthers too, so make sure to check out his website. Alright guys, my name's Ryan.
My name's Mitch.
And you're watching Mighty Morphin Reptiles.